Hello my beautiful people, welcome to the very first lighting breakdown on this channel. My name is Ignas Logalis and let's get right into it. We have an incredible project that we are going to break down, Glidders X Pellador with director Sam Follover. Every year, you know that you're only going to work on 2 or 3 projects that really get you excited to do your job. A lot of people think passion projects are meant to be a lot of fun, you know, let's just get out there, let's just do a bit of filmmaking, let's just have fun with friends. This is the wrong attitude. If anything, passion projects should be even more stressful than normal gigs. If you make a piece of crap, you won't even be able to hire any crew because you've wasted everyone's time. And say goodbye to any other future passion projects because they're all gone now. You had your shot, buddy, and it's gone. So let's get right into the video where I show the before, the after, and how it's made.
So the Super Prime's nice lenses then.
Man, they're so good. They're like clean,
Nice.
but like we can shoot with them wide open, and it's like this really clean bokeh look. So it's just a very nice premium look.
Nice.
That's why I was like, oh yeah.
Okay, cool. Shout out Vast Valley for lending us the lenses. Legends. Yeah. Without them, we'd be using Iggy's peasant lenses.
Whoa, they're so really nice.
He's got really nice lenses. I'm lying.
Dude, spent all these thousands on gear just to have it called peasant gear.
Yeah. It's not like he doesn't own an LF.
The day got off to a great start, and at the start of the day there's always this excitement in the air that I feel comes from not really knowing exactly how good the lighting might turn out or how good the actor's performance might end up being, which always leads to maybe a bit of anxious energy, but it's always very good because wherever you set the bar at the start of the day, you know you're gonna have to keep that going for the rest of the shoot. So
It looks like we're on a real shoot with the Zeiss Supremes. This is the real. This is a real shoot.
one of your main jobs when you're on set as a DP is to get some sort of BTS to post on socials, because there's no point you doing your job unless you know other people know you're doing your job.
Yeah. Do we have like a prop or shoes we could throw?
We could put the boxes there. See the way
Just one or two boxes.
That's always
Cool.
a
Action.
big issue when it comes to these super wides. There's just absolutely nowhere you can hide any lights. As you can see, we were having a problem here with the stand. We just decided to do it in camera, and you can see the blue boxes in the bottom left hiding the stand.
Nice one. Cool. Cut there.
Yeah, fire.
I have enough there. I'm happy.
The lighting setup for the scene was very simple, as there wasn't a whole infinite amount of time to pre-light, and we wanted to light it in a way that we could just move around. The space was lit, and we bring in as little lights as possible when we do the close-ups. So I believe we had, it was like a 1200D outside one of the windows. I think it was an Aperture 26 XT Storm shooting warm light from the window on the left, and we just had Aperture F22 being boomed inside the room. That was the only indoor light.
And then after we get the Siggy, this is just to get her kind of running in, just so and everyone understands what's going to be happening. Then we can come down and get what we got originally, but as a close-up version of her face.
For all of her parts, the AD wanted to do everyone else's, and then we just do her, which could be a good way.
Like get their individual.
Get everyone
Already on her,
yeah.
4 shots that are on her with the whip and everything.
Okay, yeah. So
Get all the
If you got
first.
to insert shots of all
Yeah,
first,
cool.
that would be cool. And just grab and go with that.
Clever.
That's how we're gonna cook this.
That's serious cooking right there.
There you go.
Going for this next shot where she runs in with the package with the special headset. And action.
Yo, guys.
Oh, what's this?
Don't care about that one. Do you know about this?
Oh, what's this? Oh, it looked like it coming with instructions. Damn, nigga, I chopped that shit.
Between setups, what I found that what I really like to do is just quickly grab the camera, just hunt for the frame, find the angle, and then, bring the sticks in, bring the lights in. I just find it to be the most efficient way for me to work. Once I'm happy, I make sure the director gets eyes on it, and if he's happy, we're good to go.
Oh yeah, that looks nice. Wow.
Or do you want to? Yeah. So.
I remember with this shot, myself and the gaffer talked about if we should soften the light hitting the actor's face or leave it harsh. We wanted to make sure that every character isn't lit with the same sort of soft key. It can lead to maybe not as interesting imagery when you're cutting from the same light to the same light to the same light. As a result, we get a more accurate depiction of how real light would react in the real world.
Cool. It's just good to have. We might not use that, but it's good to have. Can do that one.
It's all from this angle anyway. The
Okay.
camera whips up from this angle.
Yeah.
So it's all from
So you
here,
want to do
yeah.
all her shots right now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Because that
including
whip
the
as
VFX
well,
and everything.
when we're on her, we'll whip up here so we can do it at the same time.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And action. The tones are so nice.
Every room probably has like one main beautiful master shot you can get out of it. And I would probably say this is that shot.
I don't.
Yeah, in this setup, this is where Flo's going to take the headset out of the box and put it on. This is, we're going to do a couple setups here, so we're going to do a VFX setup as well, because when she puts on the headset, it's kind of not working for a second. And then, yeah, they shouldn't all be in the room at the same time when she puts it on. So we hear Duke saying, reading the instructions and basically saying, we can't all be in here alone. But right as he's saying that, we're going to have VFX. Transition to the gardens. So that should be interesting. I haven't done like a VFX setup like this before, so we're gonna get green screen and all kinds of sorts in here.
So you can see here, even after we push into this medium shot, I haven't brought in any extra diffusion or a key light, as they still have good shape, and because we need to be fast, and as soon as the camera's ready to go, we are just rolling.
He'll deliver the line, we whip out.
Do I need to be in position?
Okay, and action.
Oh, it has instructions.
Cool. And let's go again.
For all the different takes, just try different times.
Just try, different ways of saying
So
it.
it has instructions. It has instructions. Feel me?
Cool.
Yeah. Change the prompt. Change the prompt. Happy, sad.
You don't have a whole lot of time. On these passion projects, you never have an infinite amount of time. So there's still a lot to get through. And a lot of the times, maybe there is a misconception. Oh, it's a passion project. We'll do as much as, we'll spend as much time as we need. We'll get it as good as we need to get it. It's still pretty much like any normal commercial or shoot, where there's still so many limiting factors and there's only so much you can do, and you do need to get through a lot. And I think with the projects me and Sam do, we try to get a lot of coverage. We try to capture a lot of different angles to make sure that in the edit there's a lot of options. So it does make for very hard days on, like, maybe in some commercials, if you light, you'll probably come in with a very strong plan where this is the wide and this is the close-up, and you know that 2 seconds of this will be used, and then in the close-up will be like the final line or so that'll be set, and that's what you really focus on.
Cool. I think we have one in there. Cool. Let's cut there.
Yeah, cut.
And then we have to set up for the VFX now.
Quick one. I think we should do one where we whip back in slightly tighter on her.
Yeah.
Then the VFX.
So cut, then cut.
It'd be hard to like whip back
And do VFX, right?
You just cheat it into two.
Okay, cool.
So right here I was thinking how I didn't want to box us into a bad situation with this next shot, as I knew it was a bit complicated and I wasn't sure of the VFX guy's experience going into this. So I didn't want to make the shot too complicated for him, where we whip back, do a dolly track and he needs to green screen and, you know, replace the background and stuff. So I suggested to Sam that if we simplify the shot here, it could just make things easier in the edit. And the last thing we want is this pivotal scene in this short doesn't work. You know, that's the last thing we want.
With this anyways, and then we'll bring the green screen and do it as well.
Gonna go straight away. Roll sign. Okay.
And action.
Man, it's not working. What the heck? Maybe it needs to be charged. Oh, waste of money, man.
And now. Cool. Yeah, I'll do a countdown. I'll go 3, 2, 1 now. Please. Yeah. And 3, 2, 1, out. Cool, let's cut there. Get the green screen in now.
All right.
Okay, green screen in. Quick as possible, please.
So for this VFX transition shot, we decided to use a few Titan tubes, and we just had them pointed at the ceiling at certain angles. And as the dolly track happens, these tubes turn on and emulate this sort of soft overcast day. Originally, we did want to do something where, like, you know, a strong sunbeam backlights, or we quickly realized that wouldn't be an option as it was going to be overcast the next 2 days. So we had to work with the elements we couldn't control.
Just have a step back.
I think we're pretty much there. We're just seeing what it looks like.
Ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go for
So
one.
on action, if you put your hand on it, it should just be action and then
Okay.
straight, just straight into
So that. Camera's ready. That looks cool.
Camera set.
And action.
Oh my god, thank you so much. I've been waiting on. Okay. Yo, God.
And cut there. Perfect.
Happy?
We can wrap for lunch then.
Okay, wrap for lunch. Well done, everyone.
We moved on to the outdoor section of this shoot. The outdoor section is the world where they've been transported to with this VR headset. The very first shot we were going to do outside was maybe one of the harder shots, where we had this miniature build where we had this monolith with a ladder going up to the top of it. And we needed to fake it in camera where it looks like it's far in the distance and our actors just stumble across it, and this sort of begins their journey of overcoming their fears. So this is the first shot where the characters step into frame and they notice the monolith. We went to get some sort of actiony walking shots with the zoom lens. It's very fun to just grab the zoom lens, do a few whips, do a few zooms, and you get nice half a second to second shots. At this point, we were super late, so we split the team into 2 teams where I sent Mark, the gaffer, with his best boy to one of the locations to go pre-light, while one of the sparks stayed with me and he just brought a neg flag and bounce, and we went to shoot the other location because we just didn't have enough time to get everything we needed in the day, and dropping the scenes wasn't an option. So we basically had 40 minutes to shoot one quite large scene and one small sort of montagey bit. And of course, by the time we got to it, I think we had about 10 minutes to shoot this whole scene, and the groundkeeper was already telling us that we need to leave and pack up. So yeah, we were just trying to get through these shots as fast as we can, and I was just thinking in my head, you know, hopefully we're getting enough coverage, we have enough things to cut between in this section. And I was really just wanting to get one more wide shot on a wide lens where I do this sort of fast movement push through them. But of course, as we went to swing the lens, the groundkeeper, you know, pretty much just kicked us out. And look, we knew we just had to call it a day. And I remember even Sam was looking at me like, come on, we need to wrap this up. I just kept pushing. I was like, oh, let's just get this one more shot, Sam. Let's just get this one more shot. And most of the time, you would just call it a day. But I think in this moment, everything was just looking so good. And I knew if we just got one more extra wide shot, it really would help in the edit. But of course, we just got shut down. So we just had to leave. And yeah, sometimes it is important as a director of photography to know that if it is just an extra minute or two to get something really nice that won't take a lot of time, then it probably is worth just trying to go for it. But if it's something that could take 30 minutes or 15 minutes and it's not going to be that great, or there's probably no place for it in the edit, then you really should just call it a day and move on.
Yeah, look, we're keeping the vibes good, keeping the vibes positive. This is what we need. This is the energy we need. Yeah, we're in nature spot now. We have some zoom lens shots.
Although everybody was pretty tired after day one, and probably not everyone got a full night of sleep, everyone was super excited to get into day two, and we started off with an outdoor adventure scene, capturing multiple different angles of our talent exploring the VR reality world.
And obviously I'll just crash in on them or so.
It'd be cool as they're passing the river to like frame them, and it's just river behind them as they're walking past. We'll do it a couple times and then we can focus maybe on a different person.
So where would they be? Like right there then, isn't it?
Walking across, yeah.
Yeah, and they're in the foreground here.
Yeah.
That'd be nice with them out of focus.
That too, yeah. I do think so. That's hip and hop.
Wavy.
Yeah.
So right here you can see some of the footage that didn't make it into
like you got
the end product, and I was just picking up some random cutaways while I wait for everyone to be ready to shoot. And you never know if the editor might find a home or might be able to use a quick little intercut with some of this footage.
Straight now.
Nice, if you want to walk down that way.
3, 2, 1, action. And one more time.
Yeah,
and 3, 2, 1, action. Oh, that was good.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay, we're
nice.
cool. We're set.
Okay, cool.
Now that the vantage point shot was finished, we moved the camera down to more eye level to get another master wide shot.
That's great.
Damn, it's a movie.
That was cool. Let's reset.
We had the 26 XT aperture storm backlighting with some warm light. We had a bit of haze going. The wind played ball. It didn't blow our haze away straight away. And also it was a nice full frame where you can't tell. It was just a dull, boring, overcast day. So it looked good. And yeah, it was one of the better outdoor shots that we did.
Getting out, I'll be chopping it up loads, so I won't be using this whole take. But it looks so good. It looks so good.
Yeah.
Kind of scared.
And we zoom in between them.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Okay, cool.
So do we position the people left and right,
Yeah.
and he just takes 1 or 2 steps and looks back?
Yeah.
And we're just zooming in the whole time, yeah?
All right, guys.
Aisha, would you take 1 step in closer? Yeah, to your left.
And when I call action,
half
you
a step
guys
to your
just
left,
be looking around.
Aisha.
Like looking around and listen to Tom when he calls you.
And Flo. Flo, if you go in half a step into your left as well. Yeah, that's good. All right, rolling.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, action. Watch out, take your own shot.
That was really good. Just one more.
One more.
Duke, tiny
Tiny
step
bit this
back.
way, yeah.
And
Left, yeah.
Okay, camera set.
And 3, 2, 1, action. And follow Tom. Okay, cool. And then let's do it one more time. That was perfect. Just when Tom does that, as soon as he does that, then you just step forward.
Now it's time for the head cam rig. We literally got this head cam rig just for one shot. Me and Sam try our best to diversify the visual language as much as we can. So even just to get 1 or 2 shots out of it would really help the edit and just give it that bit more of a premium feel to it.
And Tom, looking from your feet up, be exaggerated as you can.
What an interesting way. We had no sound guy for this shoot. It's the only person we couldn't get, so Legend Killian here is doing sound/producer.
Not ideal.
We're now traveling to the other side of the river, because this is where I was saying before, Tom's gonna stand on a rock in the middle of the water, leaving all the cast on this side of the river so that we can shoot them. Tom's gonna have to run back around. There's like a little bridge, but we just can't bring all the camera that way. and then yeah, then we'll be finished.
Shout out Rubber Duck for giving us the head rig for free. Absolute
Can you
legends.
tell the cast to come down back to where they were? Look, there you guys are there.
So while the lighting team stripped down the light from the last setup, we went across to the other side to quickly pick up a few cutaway shots.
The climb over is not as important. I kind of want to just get hit some nice, yeah. Hey Tom, just loads of looking around.
That was good how you took over back to us over the shoulder. That was nice.
Back this towards this way.
Over the shoulder backward.
Okay, so body facing that way, and then like looking back over your shoulder towards kind of this way. So I can get the back of the jersey. So I can get the back of the jersey.
Yeah. Yeah, go for it.
Nice, right?
Wavy. Yeah, do you think there's any other cutaways?
To him, when I'm trying to speak to him seriously, he turns it into a joke.
What did I say?
That's wavy, baby.
That's cool though.
Oh yeah, that's just him being cool.
No, it is cool. Listen, we're gonna see him on a rock.
Yeah.
We're gonna crash zoom onto his beautiful face, and he's gonna sell us product.
He's just gonna start speaking, buy one now, half price. If we can though, try to do more as close as we can to the actual garment. Like, honestly, forget about his face.
Oh, more
the garments.
Clothes here for this, yeah.
Look at this. Look at this setup. A lot of confused people worrying to see what's about to happen. Hopefully the actors don't fall off. But yeah, we've got this big rock to represent the rock that's going to be thousands of miles in the sky. It's on this Titan rig, which is a motorized system that spins the camera around the rock.
That would have been great.
It is pretty wobbly because the platform is wobbly, so we've now ratchet strapped to a Jeep.
So we're trying to get the frame before we lock the camera into position, because once it's locked, it's not going to be easy to move it, and we're trying to make it as safe as possible. And trying to avoid casualties.
Ultra
That's
secure.
really the main thing.
I'm actually
Keen as well before we commit to anything. I can hold.
Finn. Finn.
A bit wobbly, like.
I think he's gone to get a C-stand maybe.
They're not moving, are they?
No.
What do you think? So size-wise, now we see there. So this is 25.
Yeah.
Let's try the 18 because it might show this super epic.
Yeah, let's
So we
do
could be like an 18.
18 and then maybe
swap
we
to 50 or 35
Yeah.
could be the
the
spot.
35-ish. Because it'd be cool to still catch on the 35.
Yeah, it'd be cool to see this as epic as possible, isn't it? Just enough to keep the trees out.
And I think the 18 will look nice for speed, right? It'll look faster going around, don't you think? Yeah. Nice.
So how are you strapped on that?
So at this point of the shoot, it definitely was a bit of a dip in energy because we kind of went around from shooting, kind of knowing how things are going to happen, how things are going to look, to all of a sudden now doing the sort of grand finale of this shoot where, you know, it was conceptualized, it was planned, but it was never tested. And we just had ideas of how things could work, where we should place it, you know, how it will look. But now it actually came to do it. And straight away we were running into multiple issues with, you know, how secure the camera had to be to the Titan rig. Joe Follover, who is Sam's dad, built this incredible rig. And he showed me lots of videos of all these other way higher budget productions using it, and it was interesting to see how they strapped the camera onto this rig. We did it completely different because you just kind of have to use whatever tools you have. So James Marnell, my incredible AC trained grip, came up with the idea of putting two Apple boxes on the base and strapping them on. The other issues we came with the Titan rig was just how like safe and secure it is for the talent to be standing up there. So Joe and Sam, along with Killian, the producer, they all started conceptualizing ideas on how to make it safer and how we can make it so that the talent sits up there. But we just kept coming into a lot of issues, like, you know, getting the trees in shot, where the lights were. So yeah, I do have to say, I do remember at this point, it was kind of a lot of uncertainty and hoping things will work out and it'll look good. But there was definitely a big dip in energy until we finally started testing it, and when we all started looking at the monitor, it was such a beautiful time on set.
Oh, that's so sick. Yeah. That is so cool. Damn. That looks like a video game. That's crazy. That is so
Probably the most rewarding time of this shoot was just after all the work and all the setup we were putting into the shot, to see it actually working and hearing everyone's reactions it was really beautiful. And it really is what filmmaking is all about, is these little moments where it all sort of comes together and you've sort of created something new you haven't done before.
All those days.
Man, what an exciting day. I'm scared.
Okay, Flo, do you want to stand on the ladder?
Who knows? Michael, where's Michael? Michael's gone.
Yeah, so this part we're going to use for her kind of midway through the massive rock. And yeah, Flo's facing her fears, man. She's really out here facing her fears.
Damn, that's beautiful.
Yeah, so we got a green screen and we're going to composite it, so it's like massive rock.
She's going to be tiny in the shot.
Yeah.
We're bringing...
And we can maybe go in for a couple little tighter moments.
Yeah. We're bringing in a Transformer CGI to the slow budget creation.
Okay,
it's going to be beautiful.
Let's go.
Okay, let's roll. Can we roll cameras? Okay, cool. Flo, we'll give it a couple goes. Let's go for it. We're rolling now. So, and action. And yeah. And then let's go back down, and just like stop for a second, take a deep breath, look down, and then go back to climb up again. And then climb up more. Okay, cool, and then go back down again. Yeah, cool. And we'll go for that again, but this time when you look down, like kind of lean back and look all the way down like that. So yeah, we're doing close-ups of our hands and details just to stress that struggle.
It looks like you're doing business. I think
go.
Business.
Go.
Yeah, that's great. Let's do that again. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, jawline, man. Oh, yeah.
He doesn't stop. He's on a 20-day mewing streak.
Are you?
What?
Do you mew?
Yeah. What?
Guys,
Mew 24/7.
Ready?
Okay.
Let me see that.
Could you go about half a foot back with it, and then it's perfect. That same angle down is great. God.
That is beautiful.
That's crazy.
That's
it's
beautiful.
Like literally
nice. Let's do that
borderline
again.
on the edges.
Let's do that again.
We're getting the flag. 10 seconds. Right?
Yeah, all that easy.
Nice.
On and off. Yeah, exactly. Cool.
I feel like I'm about to.
And then let's get your back, so face your back towards camera. We just need to
do details of like their eyes and shit, picture nose.
So now while the rest of the team stripped down the monolith, myself, Sam, and two of the actors and a stripped down version of the crew moved to the final location, which is the cave scene.
Want to do it this way then, is it?
I think maybe this way.
So we'll do the first shot. I'm shooting this way. They're like,
yeah.
Why?
I just remember before I had to soak it in kerosene or something.
No, it's got you can see it all.
Okay, cool.
And For our final setup, we are capturing our two main characters exploring a cave with this super cool torch.
From left to right, but try not to cover your body with it. Do you know what I mean? Because we want to be able to see
you should see the
clothes.
camera.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Right, ready?
Yeah.
Let's give it a go anyway, guys. And action. Keep walking around. Yeah, this looks crazy. Oh, sorry. And action.
So because we're a stripped down crew here, I had to pull my own focus, which I haven't done for a while, and it is a bit awkward on the Lexa Mini LF, especially with cinema lenses, but thankfully things somehow stayed sharp and the footage was usable.
Cool, and cut there.
You can, stand right
but if you want,
here. And if both of you just pretend you're reading these glider artifact things right here.
Yeah, just like the drawings, I think.
So right here, while Sam discussed with Michael how this VFX plate will work, I decided to quickly just grab the actors because I knew this torch was only going to light for so long, and I thought I'd quickly just get a few looks or stares at the artifacts that they're about to look at. You never know where this footage might work in the edit, so yeah, always pick stuff off if you have time.
All right, guys, that is a wrap. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for staying out this late. Appreciate you guys, honestly. I know there was no budget, nothing involved in this. It means the world to me. Thank you to every single crew member involved. You guys are stars. I promise I will help you guys get something in the future when I get something. So appreciate it. You guys are legends. Thank you. Yeah. All right, let's go home.
That's a wrap. It was an incredible shoot. Couldn't have been better. And stay tuned for the edit. It's going to be sick.
Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed the very first breakdown. The creative industry is a beautiful industry, and it's one that we are all very fortunate to be a part of. You're probably all wondering what the final product now ended up looking like. So we are going to play that right now. And hopefully, guys, I will catch you in the next video.
Ever feel like you're waiting for something? A sign, a push, anything.
So much I've been waiting on. Dang, okay. Yo.
And then it comes. But it's not what you expect.
As instructions.
Man, this thing's not working. Maybe it needs to be charged.
The unknown isn't the enemy. Standing still is. Even when the meaning isn't clear. You adapt, you evolve, you find your way. Even when the path is shifting. Keep moving, keep looking. Curiosity is the only way forward.
Guys, I don't know if I can do this. I'm scared of heights. Girl, you've got this.
The right people won't let you fall. But you have to climb by yourself. And when you finally get there,
Oh my God. I did it.
reside in the sky.